GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Touchdown, Cowboys! Not the longest kick return, but it counts all the same. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. The kick is good. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now with 3 series, he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Great, set.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he powers to the first way, but he's going to be swallowed up behind a line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They go play action with Hurts. This is Smith on the ground. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
And you'll find some version of this play just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Great, set.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
2nd and 10. And we're going to see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Great, set.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
5-yard line. No touch, sir. No touch.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Donovan Ezeraku in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Third down. Third and long.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long. They'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, ready.
They'll run as a Jalen Blue. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. You look at this Eagle defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 67 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Eagles 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Hurts. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
That's good.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this this type of a situation. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
No touch.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
No touch. 180.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snap a night, bang, trench, bouncing to the groove. All bodies stop, stretch,
Great. Set. Delta.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown. Devontae Smith from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Cook it. Ready.
Throwing is Milton. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's second down. The Cowboys are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable.
Come on.
And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
They'll swing this out to Blue. So the completion good for just 3. And then we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter runs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
1 yard gain.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Get it. 60 by 6. 19 Tiger. 19. Go.
Here's Milton. Throw outside, hauled in by Pickens. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Give them 15 there. The Cowboys have a 1st.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. It's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now Milton gets this into the hands of Blue. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They go with Blue between the tackles. Well, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
To throw is Milton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
They get this out left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll find some space up here about the 25.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long. He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
26 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Eagles 14. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Great, set. Hey, easy, six.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
19 tight.
To throw, it's Milton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Eagles 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing is Hurts. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. A beautiful span and room to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that one results in 35 yards.
First down. It's a gain of 35.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
63, 63, 63.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, he can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, "Turn him loose, big man. and he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Ready, let go.
Here's Milton now to throw. He's across midfield. Down to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, 67 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 20. One-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
And the Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Eagles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready.
Back to throw. Salter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10.
Down. Hut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Green. Fight. 97.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on it that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
For the field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
17.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 47-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to blue. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, they might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material. Milton. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 14-yard line.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. Man, you've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
10 at the 13-yard line.
On first down, it's Blue. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Makes the score
Aubrey good with the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Out of the gun now on third down. Towards in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Salter going up top. He's got a man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Eagles 24. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go.
2nd and 5. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
On the play.
Second catch for him today. It'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10
Let's go
at the
now.
46-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they run with blue. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Back to throw. Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Riggs, 18, Viking, 18.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tank Bigsby. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
I should probably start ahead, boy, because I got all the
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Let's go.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd down and 6 now.
Tag. Cougar 19.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Get it. Ready.
Looking to throw. Milton. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Go. Let go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On the ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready, go.
Now it's shotgun handoff. Blue. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On 3rd down, they run the blue. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here. But I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Ready.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Blue, 32. Ready.
Back to throw. Salter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A 7-yard gain.
Watch out now. 52.
Eagles first down.
Cluster, 6.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
45. Red, cycle. 6, mega, set.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On to give, this is Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run again with Blue. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage. But not much more than that.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Third down and 13.
Roll. Here we go. Shot, go.
Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. 99 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Liking 18. Ready.
They hand it off. It's Blue. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll